Welcome to this edition of Shem Golf Academy Lessons. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so by clicking the subscribe button below. Remember to click the bell so that you can be notified anytime we have any new videos as well. And leave a comment if you feel that these lessons help you in any way, or if you have any questions. Today, I want to talk about the dreaded slice, a disease that afflicts majority of the amateurs. We're going to discuss what causes the slice and possible fixes for the slice. What is a slice, first of all? The slice is a ball shape for right-handed players that are going from left to right. Okay? A ball can be a fade going left to right, or a slice. A slice is the one that is severe and you cannot control. A fade is those that you can control. They're gentle, they're nice, and you want to work with those. But a slice is the one that severely goes to the right and puts you in trouble. So what are the causes of a slice? For those people who have looked at the dynamics of the rules of the ball flight, there are only two things that affect the shape of a shot. One is the direction that your club is traveling, and two is the direction of the face at impact. Okay? So the combination of two things. One, the direction that the club is traveling at impact, combined with how open or closed the face is in relationship to the direction of the club traveling. Very important to take that into account. Not in relation to where you are aiming, but in relationship to the direction or the path of the club. All right? So once you understand that, you can understand any ball shape that you can or you want to play in golf. So what path and what is the relationship of the club face to the path that causes a slice? A slice is caused when the club face is open at impact in relationship to the path. So it doesn't matter whether you are swinging to the right or swinging to the left, all right? But if I'm swinging to the left and at impact, the club face is open, you get a slice. If I'm swinging to the right and the club face is open, you will get a slice. All right? So to eliminate the slice, what we need to do is to make sure that we are getting the club square or a little closed at impact in relationship to the path of the club. That's simple. It's as simple as that. We want to get the club face square or a little closed at impact to eliminate the slice. So what can you do as a golfer to affect that or to correct your slice? We're going to go with the assumption that your setup is correct, you know your target, all that. But what do you have to do? One, the first and the most basic thing you have to look at is your grip. The grip is the number one cause of a slice. Proper grip helps or determines what your club does during the swing. I will encourage you to go and look at our previous video about grips in detail to understand that. But in short, for people who have a weak grip, and a weak grip is where either of the hands are turned more to the left. Okay? So a neutral grip is where all hands are neutral, all these are pointing to the right shoulder. A weak, and you're only seeing 2 knuckles here. A weak grip is when you're seeing more knuckles on your right hand and barely any 0 knuckles on your left. The hands are turned more to the left. Okay, so that will promote the open club face at impact, whether you're swinging in the right path or not. So number one thing you need to look at is your grip. What you have to do is to strengthen your grip. That's the first thing you'll try and check out. And that's simply taking your natural grip, okay, and moving, turning your right hand a little to the right. Okay, so one or both hands. You have to experiment on which one you have to turn, or you might need to turn both, but you need to come more towards a stronger grip. Okay, that will promote you being able to close the club on your downswing and at impact, and help you control that slice. The second thing you want to look at is your setup. A lot of people set up and either they have their body open, that means your right side a little forward of your left based on where you want to hit the ball. Okay, and that will, then if you swing right, promote open club face at impact. But the majority of amateurs, the mistake they do is that they don't square their body all the way up. You might set your feet correctly, square to your target line or parallel to your target line. You might have your knees, but you forget either your hips or your shoulders will be open. Okay, that will promote a slice as well. So what you have to do is just make sure that when you set up, everything, your feet, your knees, your hips, your shoulders are all parallel to your target. Okay, so if you have a tendency to have them open a little bit, just turn the right shoulder a little back, and that will square you. For some people, they might actually need to close it a little bit to really control that slice and turn it into either a straight shot or a slight draw. So check your setup. Okay, make sure that your feet, your knees, your hips, and your shoulders are all parallel to your target line. The third thing that you want to look at is your takeaway. Again, this is a topic that will be discussed in depth in a different video, how to do a proper takeaway. So I'll encourage you to also look at that video if this is the area you are struggling with. But if you are slicing, of course, a proper takeaway involves taking the club back, straight back, hinging, and then lifting your hands. What you want to try and do is to make sure that on your takeaway, your club face is closed. And what does a closed club face look like? It is pointing, the face is pointing a little down, okay? It's not square, that is square, it's not open. So for people who slice, they have a tendency of opening their club face, pointing it up in the sky. And that is hard to bring it back and square it and close it on impact. So you want to take away and kind of just make sure that club is slightly pointing to the ground, even at the middle point. Okay? Then finish your swing and swing through. So if you come to the top and your club face is totally pointing to the sky, that's an open face. It's very hard to come and square it at impact. Okay? So you want to try control it by turning it a little down, okay, at impact. The toe should not be pointing up, it should be pointing a little diagonally to your right and forcing the club to point down a little bit and then swing through. Okay, so control your club face. You can control on the takeaway, and you can control that slice. You can turn it into a straighter shot or even a draw. The next thing you need to look at is what you're doing in your follow through. Okay? If you find yourself having or pulling your left elbow in and out and up, we call that the chicken wing. If you're finding yourself doing the chicken wing on your swing, you are probably going to leave the club face open and have a slice. So on your follow through, avoid the chicken wing. Extend through your hitting area and avoid that chicken wing. Okay, so just commit to it, go through, okay, get that extension and ensure that that elbow kind of points down or directly parallel to the ground on your finish and not pointing behind you. So avoid the chicken wing. Another option of fixing that slice is to try to hit your ball towards the toe of the club. When you hit the ball towards the heel, it will promote the slice. Why is that? Because when your club face is open, okay, the heel is always ahead of the toe. That means you're more likely to get in contact with the ball towards the heel of the club. Therefore, most of the balls that turn into a slice, you'll find that you've hit it towards the heels, okay, or the heel of the club. So, one of the things you want to purposely do when you set up is set up with the ball more towards the toe of the club and try to hit the ball more towards the center or forward of center towards the toe of the club. That will promote a draw or a right to left flight for your ball. Because if you're hitting it towards that, chances are highly that in relationship to the club path, your toe or your club will be closed by the time you get to the ball and the heel is behind. So when I have the club closed, the heel is in front. I mean, the toe is in front of the heel and it will get in contact with the ball fast. Okay? So That's something else you might want to try. Try to hit the ball more towards your toe. You really don't want to hit it all the way at the end, but front of center on the club face. That should help you as well in managing or hitting more of a draw or a straight shot if your tendency is to slice. How do you manage if your tendency is to hit a fade? How do you manage that fade when you are playing? One tip I always tell people who normally fade the ball and are afraid that that fade might every once in a while turn into a slice is when you're on the tee box, tee your ball the right side of the tee box. Okay? That gives you more room for the ball to curve back into the fairway. If you tee to the right side of the tee box, aim a little left of the fairway. Even if you have that fade, even if it tends to come into a slice, you have more room to keep your ball in the fairway. So that's a management technique that you can use as well to control your fade that sometimes turns into a slice, but you want to play it. Tee up on the right side of the fairway. Another factor that can cause a slice that a lot of people don't think about is your equipment. Modern equipment comes with a lot of options to be able to set up the driver. Okay, you can set it up to a fade, a draw, change the loft. So you need to look at your equipment. The first thing you need to consider is, are you playing the right flex for your swing? There are charts that recommend which flex work better for people with certain swing speeds. So make sure that you're playing a flex that fits your swing speed. So if you're playing regular and you're having a lot of you're slicing the ball a lot, then try a stiff shaft. That might be all you need to do to fix your slice. Okay. 2, if the driver is set up to neutral or to standard, or is set up to fade, and you're playing a slice, that works against you. Set that driver to a draw setting. Okay, that will offset some of those things maybe in your swing that are causing you to hit a fade or for your fade to turn into a slice. So look at your equipment. Make sure you're playing the right equipment. Make sure the settings on your equipment are right. Okay, so hopefully you have an idea of how to fix your slice. I need to give you a disclaimer though. Don't do everything I have detailed here all at once. Take them in order. Take one thing, try it out, and see how it changes your ball shape. Don't change your grip and your stance at the same time. Change your grip, see how if it helps, how it works out. Once you get your grip right, then move to your setup. Make sure that you're setting up correctly. Okay. From your setup, move to your back takeaway. So I've kind of listed these things in order which you need to try them and look at them. So do not go changing everything at once, because that's gonna cause you to create more problems in your swing and in your game than you want. Again, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so by hitting the subscribe button below. Click the bell button to get notifications when we upload new videos. And don't forget to like the video and leave a comment below. Let me know what worked for you in your effort to fix this problem of a slice. See you in the next lesson. Until then, hit them straight.